The Heart of Higher Education, A Call to Renewal, written by Parker J. Palmer and Arthur Zajonc, with Megan Scribner. Narrated by Scott Woodside.
Graphs and charts found in the print edition of this book are available to you as a downloadable PDF. To access this file, please click on the link on the product page where you purchased this title. Thank you.
Chapter 1. Toward a Philosophy of Integrative Education. Parker J. Palmer. Those of us who advocate for integrative higher education in the opening years of the 21st century stand in a long line of would-be reformers, an on-again, off-again movement to make America's approach to higher education more multidimensional has been at work since before there was a United States. In 1774, representatives from Maryland and Virginia negotiated a treaty with the Indians of the Six Nations, who were then invited to send their boys to the College of William and Mary, founded in 1693. The tribal elders declined that offer with the following words: "We know that you highly esteem the kind of learning taught in those colleges, and that the maintenance of our young men while with you would be very expensive to you. We are convinced that you mean to do us good by your proposal, and we thank you heartily. But you, who are wise, must know that different nations have different conceptions of things, and you will therefore not take it amiss if our ideas of this kind of education happen not to be the same as yours. We have had some experience of it. Several of our young people were formerly brought up at the colleges of the northern provinces. They were instructed in all your sciences, but when they came back to us, they were bad runners, ignorant of every means of living in the woods, neither fit for hunters, warriors, nor counselors. They were totally good for nothing. We are, however, not the less obliged by your kind offer, though we decline accepting it, and to show our grateful sense of it, if the gentlemen of Virginia will send us a dozen of their sons, we will take care of their education, instruct them in all we know, and make men of them." Here we are, 2.5 centuries later, wanting the same thing these tribal elders wanted, in principle, if not in detail, an education that embraces every dimension of what it means to be human, that honors the varieties of human experience, looks at us and our world through a variety of cultural lenses, and educates our young people in ways that enable them to face the challenges of our time. The institution of higher education is notoriously slow to change, but many individuals within the institution have kept the vision of an integrative practice alive in their hearts, using heart in its original sense, not just as the seat of the emotions, but as that core place in the human self where all our capacities converge: intellect, senses, emotions, imagination, intuition, will, spirit, and soul. There are good and bad reasons for the slow pace of institutional change. One of the institution's key functions is to conserve the best of the past over time, serving as a collective memory bank to protect us against historical amnesia, cultural erosion, and the seductions of the merely new. For this we can be grateful, but institutions sometimes cling to their routines out of fear of change and under the cover of the arrogance of power. When you are the only game in town, you do not need to listen to your critics. If higher education is to keep evolving toward its full potential, it needs people who are so devoted to the educational enterprise that they have a lover's quarrel with the institution whenever they see it fall short of that potential, and are willing to translate that quarrel into positive action. We need to uncover and empower the heart of higher education in those faculty, administrators, students, alumni, and trustees who have a vision for reclaiming the unrealized potentials in the human and historical DNA that gave rise to academic life. Modes of knowing. At the heart of any serious approach to educational reform is a set of questions about the core functions of the university: knowing, teaching, and learning. Advocates for integrative education take facts and rationality seriously. The failure to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?